Howdy. We're playing Sonic Boom today. Let me just make sure everything's working. Okay, now I can hear everything. Okay, welcome to Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. We're gonna be doing an any percent run. It's pretty late, but it's you know, just casual run. Why not? I got the time. All right, ready, steady, go. Yeah, it's gonna wait till about 25 seconds before the cutscene comes on. The loading screens are pretty long. I will be honest. You know, they're a little break sometimes, so whatever. I'm not gonna be being super critical of the of the structural integrity of Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, especially in this context. Trust me, because the run can get pretty broken. We're kind of just gonna be trying our best, to be honest. We're just gonna be big chilling. These sections are kind of at least a little relaxing because it's not like any of the super duper hard stuff. Let's just try it. And we're good. All right. There we go. Yoink. Yoink. Yes. All right. And over there. Please. Thank you. Hopefully this works. Nope. No, there's still some more ground here. Hang on, hang on. Yoink. Okay. Fine by me. Yoink. All right, now time to go into the temple. Usually there's like a fuck ass fight scene and a cutscene here, but yoink. In. Oh, am I in? And oh, I'm not in. Okay, hang on. I gotta get in. Get in. Come on. It's somewhere this way. Hang on. Please? Ah. Oh. Come on. Right here. Nope. Almost. You notice the light changing is changing between outside and inside of the temple. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm finally in. Hang on. All right, hang on. Just a second. And now we'll be Knuckles. And we'll do the best move in the game. I'm sorry, it takes a lot of concentration to do this. All right. Oh, no. I don't feel safe. Now I feel safe. Yeah, we just skipped an entire really lame tutorial section where you play as every single character, and it's really horrible and it's really boring. It might actually be the most boring thing in human history. Also, outside of these fights, it being the most boring thing in human history. But luckily in the run, we don't really see this many fights. And now it introduces us to the little tether thing. Show me the arrow. There we go. We're just waiting on this arrow. We're just waiting on this arrow because Knuckles is gonna say something about the wall and give us the idea that we can break it. But, you know, we're just gonna break the wall. And now we hold nothing for like, you know, a minute and a half. It's actually not like a minute and a half. It's more like a minute. It's longer than it should be. And then you get to listen to them talk. So that's always fun. You know, I've said this a bunch of times, but you know, when you play the game a lot, when you like run the game, or at least as much as I have been running the game, you kind of just get used to the way they all talk. And in some ways, some of the lines are charming, but most of it is kind of like very like very much like, I don't know, it's very canned. I feel it's very phoned in. It gives me the impression of those like old like Disney adverts or like Nick adverts where, like, you know, where you'll see like Tom Kenny playing as SpongeBob but in the studio. Not to say that SpongeBob is like, you know, badly voice acted or nothing like that, more so to say that, you know, it kind of feels a little fake, a little fake. And that's just kind of the vibe of really this entire game's like dialogue. It feels like they kind of had some funny ideas, but they kind of just didn't really, you know, obviously they didn't have the time. The game basically shipped tomorrow, so like they just, you know, it's obviously gonna be unfinished. But you know, that's just kind of the way that they wrote Sonic for Sonic Boom. The show is sometimes funny. Oh crap. Come on.
What is that thing over there?
I think it's from lyrics time. From what I know,
Aw.
it's meant to hold something powerful.
Come on.
Nobody really. We should make
What you'll notice is the main thing with hub world movement is essentially just like spin dash launching.
Looks like a construction pit up
If you can get these consistently, you pretty much like win everything. And that's kind of the most fun thing about it. It's kind of like gambly because it's very, very tight. So it's kind of hard to get it consistently. So when you do get it, it feels like really good. It's like a gamble. And sometimes you just literally don't get it for no reason. Even though the things that you do are relatively identical. Or at least the timing of it feels very identical. The timing of it is essentially very tight. Nope. Yeah, this happens sometimes. But okay. Why am I dying? Come on. Up. There we go. That happens for, I mean, to be honest, I've ran this game like a, you know, a good number of times, or at least I've been running it pretty consistently. I genuinely can't tell you why it doesn't happen sometimes. You know, really, like, it's kind of just very tight timing, because what I'm doing is an extremely like, it's a weirdly complicated thing anyway. It's just pause glitching, but you know, the timing of it is pretty tight. And while that can like make the fun, what the world? I did not know I could just like dash through that like that. Okay, new thing found out. Okay.
Glad to see all of you safe and sound.
Oh yeah, it actually takes like maybe 2 hours or something to get here, because the game is very dragged out and boring, but we're here in like 9 minutes. So, you know,
Well, you came to the right place.
there's a lot of this game. You can skip a lot of this game. I think this game is genuinely like maybe 8 or 9 hours long. This run is less than an hour, less than 45 minutes. But we're kind of just calmly running it. So I imagine we're going to hit somewhere around like a maybe a 45, maybe 50. depending on how lucky I can get with these random weird mechanics that I'm pulling off.
Hey, this is an
Uh,
island? There's a
You know, I have noticed in a lot of runs, as far as like hub world movement, especially in, you know, newer patches of the game, because they patched this thing out. People kind of mainly maneuver around the hub worlds with the spin dash. It's kind of the fastest thing you can do on foot anyway. Plus, trying to pull these off is going to waste some amount of time. Speaking of wasting time, this is a weird moment. So what I'm gonna do is spin dash into him, switch to a different character, and switch back to Sonic as he passes through his little area, just so I don't have to watch his cutscene. Let's see if we get it. Okay, peek. Now, that is kind of one of the hardest things to do, or at least hardest thing, not hardest thing to do consistently. Like the spacing is pretty consistent, but it kind of is hard because you can get pretty close to him without it doing that. And also you have to do this twice. So if it, oh my God, I'm Sonic. I'm the wrong character. Oh Lord.
I have other races to win.
Come on.
You want a piece of me? Come back when I have an opening.
Am I high enough? Nope. Gonna land, turn around. Hi, Sonic. Bye, Sonic. Gonna land on this boy. Alrighty. Nice. Nice. Bonk. And there we skip half of the game. Hang on just a second.
Something is rising, not falling. This is a good day. Sweet boost pad.
Oh, whoops.
The road comes to
I'm
us.
sorry, I had to tend to my cats. My cats were acting up.
Slow Sonic down.
Oh Lord, now I gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Boost ring.
That is cool!
Up we go.
Ah. Oh Lord. Now I have to pay attention for a second. Okay, now I cannot pay attention. GG's. Howdy. Howdy, Fantacilia? Fanta Saya? Sila. Fantasila? I'm sorry, I haven't been reading chat. Bonjour. We're playing Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric.
Someone needs a gardener.
Alright, we're gonna try to pull off something really funny. How about that?
Really inviting.
Ah, okay. Ah, sweet. Sonic isn't the only character that can do the bounce. All of the characters can actually pull off this kind of crazy bounce off of enemies and other breakable objects. But I think the timing is slightly different for everybody. Oh, crap. Uh-oh, whoops.
Important safety tip. Land on the stone path. Not
Yoink.
vines.
All right, peek.
Awesome. More killer vines. Joy.
Yeah, you can see how
These rings before
powerful
you.
this kind of thing just is.
Just gotta watch these vines. I don't mind plants. I do
It's
mind
kind of, at least for me, the most fun way to move in the game.
the way they spin. It creeps me out. Look.
Or at least the only fun way to move.
Rocked. How about we avoid the thorns? Watch out. I really don't think you're as funny as you think you are. Scratch the
Oh, he said the
original
best line in the game. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
You know, he said the best, the second best line in the game. You know, in my opinion, my favorite line in the game is in Sky Citadel when Knuckles and Amy are like basically just doing a puzzle, but once you skip it because the game is bad, Knuckles will be like, "Oh, we did it. We should totally hug." And then Amy is just like, no." I'm sorry, I'm just explaining like quirky things about the game while doing like random tricks I'm not explaining. All right, cool. Huh. Thank you. All right, that is actually really hard to do. You can also stand on these things after you get hit by them. We will use that soon with Amy. Only assuming that we can't pull off the first trick. I'm technically not doing the fastest thing that I can do. Let's kill that one. Nice. The fastest thing to do for combat in the game, at least for enemies, is to pretty much just spin that sending them with Sonic, Buddy Bot, or really just doing Sonic's homing attack. Only because, I don't know, the fighting is not, there's really nothing to it, so it's kind of the easiest shit in human history, but it kind of just makes it fast. But I like these sections of the game where I kind of can like try to just maneuver around with the weird, you know, mechanics and stuff. You know, a lot of the stuff in this game, it's actually not that hard. It's really just tedious because of like the tight timing on so many things. Oh, he said the like third or fourth best line in the game. I don't know. I forgot counting. I forgot counting. I forgot that I'm counting. Holy moly. This is why you don't talk and play the game at the same time. I was going to try to jump for those rings, but I literally don't need them. Honestly, rings kind of aren't like... Rings really don't matter. Health does not matter. But in the grand scheme of the run, you can lose a lot of rings just by either getting hit by stuff or like really just getting hit by stuff or touching vines. So like you kind of do keep you try to keep an eye on how many rings you have at any given time, and it stays through each like section of the game. So through this whole game, I have like 100 rings. So, you know, like by the time I get to the final part of the game, I might have like 20 or something. And if I die, you just default to 20. So, you can kind of, what am I doing? You can kind of, get messed up in that way. Also T-posed.
Here comes my arsenal.
I do kind of like this only because I got good at it. I actually really hated doing this when I first started. So what I'm going to do is roll towards him. I'm going to hit him. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Okay. Because your only options are like do the trick or or fight him. 1, 2, 3. Yoink. Nice. Yeah, I was literally gonna explain it, but I got caught up in trying to do it. Okay, here's another trick that sometimes sucks to do. Recently I've been getting it pretty consistently, so let's see. Hit the thing. Oh no. All right, we're taking it back up. All right, so the backup is we 1, 2, 3 jump on this boy, 1, 2, 3 jump on this boy, and 1, 2, 3. This one does not have any damage collision on it, so you can just stand on it. You can also stand on this one, and you can use that to get on top of this platform here. And originally you have to go behind there and essentially bounce off of the chest and hit the you know, pole grab, or hit the ledge grab. I'm sorry. I'm trying to speak while playing the game at the same time. It's kind of hard.
Here we come, Eggman.
All right, now time for another move that's really annoying to do because it's difficult. All right, we're gonna roll up to this guy, bounce on him. Oh, nope, we're gonna bounce on him, back up. 3. Yes, okay. You know, it's either really easy to do or like you miss that one and then you have to like bounce on them 6 times in order to try it. Okay, so I'm glad I got that. Also, I didn't activate that ring thing, but you know, sometimes it's kind of fun to get them. or at least try to move out of the way of everything, because none of this really matters. It's just it can slow you down in some like menial ways, like activating the little ring portals kind of brings the frames of the game lower. Oh my god, they lower the frame rate of the game. And inherently it makes it slower. I think this runs, I don't know exactly. I want to say it runs at 30. Yeah, I think it runs at 30. It's a Wii U, yeah. I'm assuming it runs at 30. Oh, now we're about to do a boss fight. So I think it runs at 30 on Wii U, and once you activate the ring portals, it just kind of drains. It kind of chugs it a little bit. I also can't skip this cutscene, so I have no choice but to yap. Would you believe me if I told you that this boss fight was bad? Because guess what? It is. I do think his mech looks cool though. I like his mech. So Tails is gonna be our guy for this. You can be any character, it kind of doesn't really matter, but Tails has the best thing for kind of just keeping enemies out of his way. But this is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be grabbing. Oh my god. We're gonna grab, we're gonna throw. Oh my god. We're gonna grab, we're gonna throw. We're gonna grab, we're gonna throw. We're gonna grab, we're gonna throw. Oh my god. You know what? Bad play. That's really just on me. Essentially, we're grabbing and throwing his rockets at him. Sometimes the A prompts still stay. So now we're gonna grab him with our inner beam. Hopefully this enemy doesn't hit me. Okay, sometimes they can hit you like in the cutscene. If the cutscene starts, nothing happens, but if they hit you before it starts, you basically just have to start over with the inner beam grab. Also beam neck. This is also a part where I want to, you know, really highlight how horrible Dr. Eggman's like voice acting is in this game. how it's like actually like really bad. And it's not specifically because of like the direction, it's really just because of the performance in itself. Let's grab this and throw that at him. And there we go. He sounds so like grovelly, and this is kind of like where I get the comparison of like, you know, watching Tom Kenny play as SpongeBob, or like seeing fucking, I think his name's Vincent Miera, I think that's his name, or Vincent M, I don't want to say his name wrong, or watching like Vincent M play Phineas in Phineas and Ferb, and they're just showing they're just showing them in the studio like saying their lines or something. It really just kind of pulls the veil back. Ow. No. Dude. Ow. He's gonna blow up. No. It'll be all right. Sometimes when you start to fumble it, the you kind of just get caught up in all of the nonsense that the game's combat is. Okay. Grab it. Go. Grab it. Go. Oh. Grab it. I think this is Giddy Up. Oh, whoops. I'm getting ahead of myself. Giddy Up. Yep. The mech. Yeah, is because what exactly is happening right now? Like, we're just watching him like fly off like some Looney Tunes villain, which is like, it's cute. It's just, I don't even know what's supposed to be going on right now. Like, I beat the whole game. I just don't know what's going on. I know we fight Big Snake Guy, and Big Snake Guy and Sonic Guy go back a long while, guy. Anyway, what we're about to do is some more W hub world movement. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Come on. And we are essentially going back the way that we came. Just gonna head straight back through that awning there. And same principle, we're gonna do the exact same thing again, but this time we can get way closer to him because his cutscene trigger changes a little bit when you show back up here. I'm gonna do it here because he scares me. Okay, peek. And if you get this correct, you'll notice that all of those buildings that we saw are now gone. They're still there. We can't like go through them or anything. The collision is still there, but the model has disappeared because it's not loaded in just yet. And we have no interest to load it in. And I didn't get into the loading thing. These things are really weird. I don't know why. Like these are specifically like loading areas or something. Nice. Yoink. Jesus Christ, I'm playing like I never played the game before. Come on. Come on, we gotta go faster.
A floating city. This is incredible.
Look at this place. I have to say, it's pretty amazing.
All right, and welcome to Sky Citadel. This is what, to my understanding, is I believe this game's or this universe's rendition on like Sky Sanctuary. Because you can tell it's kind of the same idea.
It's a very cool place.
Why didn't I? Oh my lord. 1, 2, up. Up. We're gonna hit this spring. We're gonna go back over this way. Okay. Peek.
Yes, you were. We're too close to give up now.
And Amy is gonna spawn on this platform.
Tell Sonic this story when you
Or at least she'll make her way up there. I don't know if she spawns there or if she just makes her way there.
get kid in his dome.
Our goal is to connect all these lights together like it's Wind Waker. So
Telling me. I think we need
Hup.
to do this one first.
That's one down.
we're just gonna break these blocks. Oh my god. Okay. If I can get a handle on a movement. Bing, bing, bing.
We
Nice.
have one more to go.
All right.
Won't open until we get this last one connected.
You'll probably notice that I feel like, I don't know why. I want to call this like I'm not gonna say this is what it is, but this is giving me the vibes of this. This is like a Sonic Heroes 2 type gameplay. There we go. Is he gonna say it? No, he's not gonna say it. Damn. He hasn't said it these past couple of times.
Okay, here we go.
Design's also
Jump
cute.
On the other side. I'm gonna go this way along the beams. Do not fall on me.
Well, I was gonna ask you to catch me.
Hup. I'm sorry, that was I had to lock in for that. We got a way wackier skip coming up. Bing, boom.
Left it is.
Really? That way?
Trust me, you think that the game can get any more broken.
Oh, the crystal is locked and protected by lasers.
You'd be surprised. All right, so you know how we were just jumping all over all that design over there? What if I told you? I don't like how I said that. I'm gonna re-say that because I can. You know how we were just, jumping on all kinds of platforms and stuff? What if I told you that we're just not gonna do that anymore? Yeah, this is like solid, like 2 minutes of just kind of blind platforming. insanely blind platforming. The only way we know where we're going is kind of just off directions. This probably is at least my least favorite part of the game. Because you know how we were like playing as Sonic and we were doing all kinds of like cool spin dash launches, you know, and like bouncing on enemies. You can also see through the seams of Knuckles' arms. You can see his torso disconnected from his arms because this game is bad. But yeah, we were doing all kinds of like cool stuff with Sonic, but like now it's just become, hello Amy. Now it's just become like, I don't know. It's just become broken game, the game. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Peak. And we're gonna wait, we're gonna switch. Yeah, like you see this, like what are we doing right now? And we're not gonna switch. But luckily that part is over. We're gonna go back to we're gonna go back to regular platforming. Up. And we're gonna jump over here. Okay, I don't know why you didn't jump that time, but that was strange.
Hello there.
Up. 2. Could have been a cleaner jump, but all right. Punch. All right, and then we're gonna smash Sonic.
Don't worry, I got
Peek.
this.
Hang on. Tails about to say another banger line.
You
You get me there, I will fly it. And the camera angle is different for some reason. Sometimes that happens. I think it's when you like go into, you know, the scene trigger in a wacky way. Sometimes it just flips upside down. Don't know why. But yeah, you know, we were doing such cool stuff as Sonic, and then the game becomes Knuckles, and then like it's like, you know, Sonic and Knuckles are like fun and kind of not fun. Like it's cool. The move to jump over all kinds of stuff is cool, and it is very useful. It's just you want to do it the fun way or you want to like really do it the boring way. But luckily, we got a lot of Sonic fun coming up soon. This is either going to be my least favorite part or my favorite part, depending on how the run goes. I will do my best to explain what I'm doing. Essentially, in this level is going to be
everybody all right?
more regular Sonic goodness, like spin dash launching and bouncing on enemies, like as such. Oh, as such. As such. As such. Oh, almost as such. Come on. No. Oh, Lord. Preferably we would have gotten that the first time. But sometimes this is how the this is how it can go. You try to land on the enemy. Oh, whoops. It's timing this very difficult thing. Come on. No. Dag flabbit. No. There we go. Yeah, sometimes the game can become just that. And trust me, it gets really, really, really frustrating when you're really trying to be on timing, or if you're just on like you're on a good PB. But luckily I'm kind of just doing this just as like practice. So, you know, preferably all this stuff would go well, but sometimes it's not. It's kind of a thing that like is a little bit sucky about this run, is that like your performance kind of hinges on those really, really very tight inputs. And it can kind of like get to a point where it's like, how many things can I do consistently? And how many things will just happen just because? Oh my God. Oh. How about that? Oh, first try, peek. Yes, it's not only enemies that Sonic can bounce off of. How about that? Nope. How about this? Oh, absolutely not. How about this? How about that? Peek. All right, now we can do the cool skip. Peek. Nice. I like that trick. I never get it, but I like it. There's also another trick. Luckily, this one's mandatory. You know, I will get it. It's just a matter of how long will it take. You can either get it on the first try or the 7th try. That's kind of how most of this stuff is. And we're gonna bounce on this guy. Here's the really wacky part. Come on.
He obviously doesn't know how to
No.
well.
Thank you on last life. Okay. Gonna land on top of this wall. We're gonna jump across here. We're gonna load this stuff in. There we go. This is a running segment, but we are not gonna take that. We're gonna take our own way. We're gonna take our own way. We're gonna take our own way. Okay, it didn't work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this runway here, the optimal movement of the game. And you know, it's just another one of these things. It's not that long, but it would have been cool to skip it. But I often, you know, I get it more often than I don't. I swear, trust me. I don't know why he jumped then. That was kind of weird. Also, the camera angles are supposed to change. It did not change. All right, we're gonna jump over here. Okay, or we're gonna run directly into the lasers. Okay, we're just gonna walk across here. All right. Thank you, because we don't want to be doing any of that stuff in there. I actually have no clue what you're supposed to do to even open this door. All I know is bounce and jump. All I know is break stuff, get over the wall. All right, now I'm gonna trust Sonic for this one just for the sake of demonstration. All right, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. Knuckles, I don't need your help. Okay, thank you. I guess I did. And we're gonna jump through this wall. Okay, sometimes that can happen. No! What? I didn't know he had a double jump during that. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pick Knuckles. Hey, come here, Knuckles. Okay, thank you. We're gonna look down. Okay, thank you. All right, now sometimes you land on the platform wrong, and sometimes you land on it right, and then that happens. Trust me, it's a lot easier to just be another character, land in, and then switch to Sonic, as opposed to just like, oh, he also said the thing. He said the up and over. As opposed to trying to switch to Sonic and, you know, getting into the dash ring. Oh.
Can't slow Sonic down. It's like these tracks were built for me. I can do this all day.
All right. I'm gonna head up on this platform because this is the only Sonic part of the game.
Found it.
This is the only part of the game that's like this kind of like a Sonic game. Like this is just Sonic Unleashed. This is all it is. It's just Sonic Unleashed. You go left, right, jump over stuff, do some platforming here and there. Okay, now here is the scariest part of the game. Out of my way. Gonna hit that. We're gonna land up here.
Nice shooting, Tails.
Land over this wall right here. All right, now I'm gonna spin dash through that wall to the right and go to the next running segment. Or I'm going to do a limp spin dash. In. I'm in there. Yes. No, I died. Fuck.
Amy for the takedown.
Oh, great.
I can't even feel.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, this is kind of what happens. Because if you lose all of your stationary objects, now you have to go off of these enemies, which are equally as difficult. Or you could do something even harder. Try to do it through a chest. And I did it at the wrong time. There is a simpler way to get up here. In there.
Yes.
And I missed.
Be grossed out by
Don't say that, Amy.
I'm not.
Horrible timing. Come on.
Tails.
Please. Give me a chance to be cool.
I should be grossed out by robots.
Okay.
But I'm not.
No.
Maybe you aren't fully
No.
loaded yet.
Amy for the take.
How about that? No. No. Yeah, this is why you want to get it first try. Because this is what it becomes. No, I keep doing it early.
Knuckles, you rock.
Nope. And I did it late. Okay.
Amy for the take.
No. I did it early. How about that? That looked good. Not good enough.
Be grossed out by
No.
flying, but I'm not. My turn.
Nope.
Just need to activate
Uh,
the orbs.
I guess we have to wait now. Uh. 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 Up. 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 All right, let's finish this so we all can go home. There is just a simpler way of getting to it with Knuckles. Thank you, Knuckles.
Familiar ring to it.
Come on. And we are here. There it is. I can't turn my camera for some reason. Okay. Oh my god, we got a slash. Amy for the takedown.
This is what speed looks like.
He keeps trying to show us what Darren Watkins looks like.
Finally, a challenge. I think one singed my fur. Smell burnt fur? Can never grab too many rings. Almost there. Great job.
All right, and here's the final boss. We also can't skip this cutscene. Lyric is certainly a boss fight, better than Eggman, I guess. But that's not saying much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Knuckles and we're gonna jump up on this platform. This, I believe, is supposed to be Sonic's section. Hup. And we're gonna jump into this tube like it's some sort of Sonic game. Oh my god. And I died. Of course I died while I was trying to show off what happened. Okay, we're gonna try it again. I don't know why the collision goes up so far.
No match for me.
There we go. Gonna get in there like it's some kind of Sonic game. Sometimes that can screw you over. Oh my god, and the camera can screw you over as well. Bing, bing, bing. And get really up close and personal. And we're supposed to die. Be Sonic. Now be Amy. Here we go. Now we wait for Hammer. And we'll wait for him to come. All right, and then we do that same thing with Amy that we did to that other enemy. But we gotta keep pausing. We gotta be fast with it. Can Um, can you have to make sure you stay on top of his head though. We're probably gonna get like two. Yeah, we're gonna get two of these. I wouldn't be surprised if we got three. Now we wait. Essentially, we can buffer out the fight by bouncing on Lyric with Amy. You gonna go? Okay. There we go. We might actually die. Sometimes you can slip off like that. That just happens sometimes. Oh, and time is up when you see the A prompt. There it is. And there's Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric in 45 minutes. Thank you to coming to my horribly commentated speed run. But that's all good. I pretty much do this, you know, a couple times a week. So literally you can see a better version of this anytime on the channel. So if this interests you, I hope you'd stay. That's all I got to say. Let's delete our save file and then we'll be done. They're going to give you a prompt asking if you want to go to extreme difficulty. No. I would not like to play this game on any difficulty. If anything, I am playing it on extreme difficulty. All right. And it only shows 41% because you have to collect a bunch of garbage and do a bunch of garbage in order to get 100%. Genuinely, I believe one person has that run on on speedrun.com. I think it's literally like 6 hours or something. Anyway, let's delete this. Okay, there it is. And that is Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric in a little bit over 45 minutes. If you enjoyed, do the free stuff, do the regular things. And if you want to come back, I hope to see you again. I hope everyone has a nice day. Hug, kisses, and daps to all. Mwah.